Many, many years ago, probably well over 70 years ago, just outside of Nashville, Tennessee, of course it's over 70 years ago, a little girl was born with major health problems. She was crippled. But she had a good Christian family who loved her deeply. Her brother and sisters were running and playing outside and doing all the things that children do. Her parents would take her into Nashville monthly, sometimes periodically, for physical therapy. But the little girl's hope was dim. One day she said to her parents, said to her father, "Dad, will I ever be able to run like my brother and sisters? Will I ever be able to play and get involved in the games like they do?" And the father responded, "Honey, you only have to believe." Where was this father coming from? Who was this father? Said to the little daughter, the little crippled girl, "Honey, all you got to do is believe. Trust in God. Because with God, all things are possible." With God, all things are possible. She took her parents' teaching to heart. She began to believe that she could do more things. And she gave herself a goal. Parents on the way to the specialist, the doctors, to see. And she promised, she says, "I'm going to walk into that doctor's office without braces." On her 12th birthday, she surprised even her mother and father. She took off the braces and she walked into the doctor's office. They couldn't believe the progress that the little girl was making. Her next goal was to get out with her kin, with her family, and play basketball. "I want to play basketball." She continued to exercise her faith. She continued to believe, and she prayed daily. She was underdeveloped. Her and her sister tried out for the school's basketball team. The coach selected her sister. But the courageous little girl was told, "You're not good enough." You know what the father said to the coach? You know what the father said to the coach? "My daughters come in pairs." Boy, I'd love to be a father like that. "Hey, my daughters come in twos. If you want one, you got to take two." Reluctantly, the coach said, "I'll take the two of them, but this little girl's going to have to approve. She's going to have to show me that she can do it." She was given an outdated uniform. She sat on the bench, but she was able to practice with the other players. One day she approached the coach. "If you give me an extra 10 minutes each day, I'll make you proud." The coach was puffing and sighing and panting and blowing. "Please," she said, "just 10 minutes extra a day." He laughed, but she was so serious. She was so determined. He had to give her the extra time to practice. And before long, her determination paid off. She started to play. And she showed tremendous courage, skill, determination. At one time, the coach said, she was one of the best players he had. And she was on the team that went on to win the state basketball championship. What's going on here? She was part of the famous Tiger Bells, I think they were called, track club. She was encouraged to try out for running. And after the basketball season was over, she tried out for track. And she began running, and she began to win races, and she earned a berth in the state track championship at 16. She was one of the best young runners in the country. She went to the Olympics in Australia, won a bronze medal for anchoring the 400 meter relay team. But she wasn't satisfied. She didn't want a bronze. She worked and she worked and she worked for the next 4 years, and she got to the Olympics again, Rome, 1960. Wilma Rudolph won the 100 meter dash, got a medal, gold medal. The 200 meter dash medal. Anchored the winning 400 meter team, all the world records, and she broke records every time she raced. What did her father say? All you got to do is believe. Lord, help my unbelief. Lord, help my unbelief. Please, Lord, this week, help my unbelief. All you got to do is believe, her dad said. And she believed. She believed with God. All things are possible. If faith really is the critical element, if faith allows us to beat the incredible odds, if faith is the indispensable element in the Christian life, Lord, help me. Give me more faith. Help my unbelief, Lord. Help me to be stronger. You remember Hebrews 11:6, without faith, it's impossible to please God. For he who comes to God must believe that he is Lord. Help my unbelief. Ephesians 2:8-9. We are saved by faith. 2 Corinthians 5:7. We walk by faith. We run by faith. We play basketball by faith. Faith is an action word. Never alone. Faith. Faith. This is what happens when God is the object of our faith. Whenever I'm trusting myself, unreliable. But whenever I'm trusting him, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And he will forever forgive us and help us. Lord, help my unbelief. Help me to have this faith, Lord. This faith that removes mountains. Father, be with each of us. Those folks who are struggling, my friends who are struggling with depression, sickness, cancer, Doris, Brother Judd, Father, all those who are going to the doctors this week, help my unbelief, Father. Bless us. We need you every step of the way. May God bless you and keep you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.